According to the Hill newspaper, the National Democratic Party is looking to Maryland Governor Wes Moore as one of its rising stars in the party. And Wes Moore, the man with the telegenic smile, is described by some as Captain America of the Democratic politics. He's a veteran, he's an athlete, and a Rhodes Scholar. He's got every item on his ticket punched to be president, or so they think. Mark, and I'm going to get in trouble for saying this. I've had little nicknames for all of the Democratic governors throughout the years. Governor Glenn Do Nothing, Governor Martin O'Malley. I mean, but I'm going to call him Governor Smiley from now on. He's had an easy run of it until this year. How damaging will the tax and spend budget affect his political future?
Well, it remains to be seen. I'm the last person to handicap the 2026 Democratic presidential. I have enough trouble trying to handicap the Republicans, so I'll defer to Mike on that. I think it's going to be a challenge. I think that he certainly becomes the poster child, if you will, for the blue state model. We've already talked. I won't belabor the point, but it does then set up a whole conversation about the competition between the states that Maryland is on the losing side of.
Well, we got plenty of examples of governors in blue states that want to run. Right. So, Mike, a little controversy developed this past week with, according to Maryland law, lawmakers are prohibited from accepting campaign contributions or making campaign appearances during the session of the General Assembly. And now it's been widely reported that Governor Moore is the featured guest for a political action committee fundraiser on April 2nd, 5 days before Sine Die. Is this going to diminish his allure, or is just going to be treated as a nothing burger?
I don't know. We live in a world right now where diminishing allure and tarnishing images doesn't seem to be quite what it once was when we're selling Teslas on the front lawn of the White House. Clearly,
that's the truth.
Clearly, conflicts of interest aren't that big a deal anymore. So I don't think he should do it. I think given the way that the state has operated and given the rules that we have in place, how will people perceive it? Again, if I look at the things that are happening right now at the federal and national level and things that are happening at our federal institutions, the president's selling cryptocurrency, we're selling merchandise out of the White House, near as I can tell. I don't know. It doesn't seem that people care about these things anymore.
Well, it's interesting. I think as things get more local as opposed to national, people do pick up and pick up on these things. And Governor Moore's got 2 more years in office before he has to run for re-election, and so maybe it will be just a nothing burger in the future. But I do think that the inability to be more fiscally responsible is going to hurt him if he decides to run for president in 2028. I think people are going to look for obviously a change from what the current administration is, but they're not going to want to have someone who's just willing to open up the purse strings right away. Any final thoughts from either one of you?
No, I guess I would just say that I agree. I think it'd be a good thing for him not to do. That being said, I think the fiscal challenges that we're facing at the state have been a long time coming, and I think this was his first challenge to try and figure out how to address this. I don't necessarily think that the approach is going to be seen as the most successful, but it's not going anywhere. He's got a couple of years to figure out how to come up with some better solutions, because clearly the economic challenges that we're going to face, given what's happening at the federal level, are going to be significant and ongoing. So we're going to have an opportunity to see his leadership over this come to fruition right in front of us.
Okay. I think Adrian Jones is going to be more important to this than the governor, but that's just a personal opinion.